basically, I'm just wanting to respond to, being part of this adoptee group. I really can see and feel deep empathy for other adoptees who carry great pain surrounding adoption and what it's like to be an adoptee. And I suppose the message that I really would like to send is about how therapy and diving deep for me was really, really helpful. Um, that without that, without having somebody who understood the many layers of adoption, and understanding the trauma and attachment trauma associated with that, I don't know what my life would look like today. I think that it has been such a source of healing for me, that, I just want other adoptees to know that they are not alone, and that feeling, the many layers associated with adoption and the pain and confusion around all of that is very real and is so valid. And I deeply I get it. And I think that I really have appreciated, my access to, for me, internal family systems was a really healing approach for me. But that there is another way, that there is a way to sort of heal a lot of the pain that you carry. I don't know if that's.
And really, no, yes. Thank you so much. Because the other side to this is it's not just one way.
Yeah.
Therapy is just not one way anymore. There are many ways. And something that really understands and captures that we are individuals, that we have our place in our journeys, that we have our styles for living, that
Yes.
we have this unique thing, about being who we are, and thankfully there are now many kinds of therapies, many tens of thousands of therapists in this country.
Yes.
And that it's not just about whether it's IFS or CBT or the other kind of modalities or therapy approaches, but I think you mentioned it was the connection with the therapist. It was who they were as well. So I think it's a really good and needed message to be put out there, that it is helpful, and you aren't alone, but you are unique. And we now have the access and ability to find an approach and find a therapist that can really make a difference for you.
Yeah, to find a good fit. I sort of say with any new client that reaches out, I sort of say, shop around, It's sort of like dating a little bit. I mean, of course, not with that same kind of relationship, but you have to, feel out what makes sense for you, what feels right for you. And I agree with you, Moses. I think that's a really important point, is that we are thankfully in a space where there are so many different kinds of approaches and so many different kinds of sort of just personalities that are in a therapeutic room, in a therapeutic space, that if you find the right fit, boy, is there so much power there. It's just incredible. So I mean, to be quite honest and vulnerable here, that I went through probably like more than 10 therapists to find the right fit. And it took a while, and it was kind of a really frustrating journey because, there were therapists who just didn't understand adoption. They didn't understand transracial adoption. They did not understand attachment trauma. And so for me personally, like some of the approaches that didn't dive deep, I needed something that was deeper. But that may not be, I think you're right, that may not be the case for everyone. It totally depends on who you are and where you are in your journey. And I think that's a great point.
So, well, I'm glad that we just grabbed a moment and got this message out. And I really appreciate you taking the time to just have a little quick chat. So
Yeah,
hopefully, hopefully we'll do this again. What do you think?
I hope so too. Absolutely. More conversations to be had. Absolutely.